talking about this concept of a growth mindset. And many of you watching this have probably heard of that concept. You've probably heard of that term, but what exactly does it mean and how do we begin to practice a growth mindset? Now, the idea of a growth mindset was actually created by a professor named Carol Dweck. And she wrote a fantastic book called The New Psychology of Success, which I highly recommend you check out if you haven't done so already. It's essentially having a mental model or a mental way that you define yourself. The big challenge for a lot of people inside of our organizations and just in the world in general is that most people are not genuinely aware of their mental model. They're genuinely not aware of what their mental state is at all times. And their growth mindset very much builds on top of these concepts. So if you're able to practice self-awareness, if you're able to practice empathy, then you're going to find a lot of the concepts on growth mindset building on top of that, and you'll find it much easier to practice on a day-to-day basis. To try to define what a fixed mindset is, I thought it would be best to actually share the definition from Carol herself. And Carol says that people with a fixed mindset essentially believe that their basic qualities like intelligence or talent are fixed, meaning they cannot be changed and they cannot be grown or improved upon. They're fixed, they're static, they're not meant to be changed. And what happens in this kind of a fixed mindset is that a lot of people spend time documenting their talents, documenting their intelligence, instead of trying to actually improve these things. And this is where the growth mindset comes into play. It's about understanding and believing that your intelligence, that your talents are not fixed. They are things that can actually be changed, improved upon, and things that you can actually grow. People with a fixed mindset also believe that it's talent alone that creates success and that there's not a lot of effort involved. You're either talented or you're not. And that, according to Carol and this idea of a growth mindset, is not the best way to think about your intelligence and your talent. So a mindset is basically something that you believe about yourself. I'm a great baker. I'm a great manager. I'm a great speaker. I am a great whatever. It's how you believe and how you think about yourself. Now, conversely, the opposite might also be true. I'm a terrible speaker. I'm a horrible manager. I'm a terrible employee. That mindset is actually very crucial because it dictates how you think about yourself and the behaviors and the actions that you can take as a result. Now, a growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that there is room for improvement. So in other words, you're not stuck with this idea of I'm a bad manager. You're not stuck with this idea of I'm a bad speaker or I'm a bad baker. Instead, people with a growth mindset believe that those are just kind of temporary states and those can be improved upon. Meaning that if you think you are not a great manager or you're not a great speaker, that you can actually put effort and you can actually make yourself become a great manager, that you can make yourself become a great speaker. That is the key difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So again, people with a fixed mindset believe that they are static, right? What they believe is true and it's static and it's ongoing and it's something that you cannot be changed. So if you're not good at something, you're forever not going to be good at something. And the difference, again, between that and a growth mindset is that with a growth mindset, you can improve. You can, as the name implies, grow. So if you are not good at something, you can put in the required time and effort and resources and indeed become great at something. That is the key distinction between people that have a growth mindset and people that have a fixed mindset. Now, if you look around the corporate world, if you look around the business world, and even people that you might know in your personal life, you'll find that oftentimes, most of us are really stuck in that kind of a fixed mindset mentality. So if you're able to embrace the concepts of having a growth mindset, you will absolutely be much farther ahead than your peers, than even probably some of the people that you work for. And you can understand why this is such a crucial skill for the future of work. Because again, with things changing so quickly, it's going to be important for us to be able to grow, to learn new things, to become better at certain things, and to not maintain that kind of fixed mindset mentality. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Check out futureofworkpodcast.com for more content. And do me a favor, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or whatever your preferred channel is. Thank you.